So I'm on a flight to Paris. I decide, let me watch something. And as I'm scrolling through the titles, what do I find? Chocolate with sprinkles. Now, why am I excited about this? Because two of my clients turned homegirls and colleagues are the producers of this award-winning short film. Shall we talk about it? Shannan E. Johnson, CEO of The Professional Pen, where we develop screenwriters from I did a pitch. Need help with your screenplay? Go to www.theprofessionalpen.com. Now, usually I do not review the produced works of my clients. Okay, it's just something I choose not to do. Howsoever, they are the producers in this case, and I really want to talk about it because they didn't send it to me to say, hey, Shannan, can you talk about this? I happened upon it on my own. And I went to a film festival recently where I was supposed to see it, but because there was a panel discussion that I wanted to see, they kind of overlapped and I missed it. So I'm excited about the fact that I got to see it, and this is going to be to their surprise because they don't know that I'm talking about it. But first of all, let's talk about short films. Anytime you decide to write a short film, I want you to think about scope. Scope, scope, scope. Whatever it is your protagonist is trying to do, they need to be able to do it within the amount of pages that you are writing for your short film. For example, if what they're trying to accomplish is something that's so big that it takes so many steps to get to, you're not going to be able to do that in 10 or 15 pages. If it's a smaller thing, if it's one step of a larger thing, right, then we can probably get there. The same thing is true when you decide to write a feature. You want to make sure that whatever it is they're trying to accomplish, they can do that in the amount of pages. Meaning, if the scope is too small, then now you don't have a feature film. You need something that's going to be able to take up that space where we can watch your protagonist be active. Now, that is specifically true if you decide to write a short that's in 3-act structure. There are lots of different kinds of shorts that you can do. You can do proofs of concept, which could just be a scene, right? Or you could do a trailer style where you're kind of jumping around and showing different parts of what this larger piece is because you're looking for funding for that larger piece. You're looking for someone to get excited about just this scene or just this trailer so that you can get funding to make your feature film. But if you decide I'm going to do a screenplay with a beginning, middle, and end, you have to consider scope. And within that beginning, middle, and end, you have to hit every single beat that you would hit in your feature or in one episode of television. But now you're doing it in 3 pages, 5 pages, 10 pages, 15 pages, 20 pages, right? So Chocolate with Sprinkles does just that. This is the story about a married couple that has likely had some hard years. They are not only married, but they are business partners. And as we know, when you mix business with love, there can be a lot of tension, right? And so our inciting incident is the moment that the wife decides to say that she wants a divorce. And boom, tragedy happens. They are taken to heaven. But when they get to heaven, they learn they have unfinished business. So they need to go back to earth, and they only get 1 day, ticking clock, ticking clock, ticking clock, 1 day to finish up this business so that they can go on to heaven. And so what we're watching them do, right? Because the goal is clear that they have unfinished business, but neither they nor we know what this unfinished business is, right? If you know anything about storytelling, you can decide, well, likely it's figuring out their marriage. But they also have 2 children, one who I believe is an adult, maybe 18, 19, 20, and then one who is a younger child, maybe 12 or 13 or so. So you could also be saying, well, maybe there's some unfinished business with them, or they actually run a business. Maybe there's unfinished business with it, or maybe it's all of the above. So what we're watching them do, what they are actively doing, which would be the act 2 of their 3-act structure, is trying to figure out what that unfinished business is and solve that problem. And the emotional through line that happens throughout is, as we're trying to solve that problem, how do we fix us? Because we're about to spend eternity together. Now, one thing that I thought about while I was watching it is, I wonder how ex-husbands and ex-wives act when they see each other in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all get cool, or y'all just spend y'all time in heaven being mad at each other? So I like the fact that the resolution, once they figure out their unfinished business, the resolution is also a place of understanding between this husband and wife who will now go on to spend eternity together. So I enjoyed this short film. If you are on an American Airlines flight anytime soon, go ahead, swipe, and find Chocolate with Sprinkles and give it a look. And congratulations to my clients, Okema and Mourhia. Woo! Always rooting for you. Happy writing!
And that's it. Want more content? Like, subscribe, and for notifications. Get notes on your script that get you unstuck at www.theprofessionalpen.com.
The professional pen.
I'm out.